Contrary to popular belief, eating a vegan meal is not just eating a bowl of lettuce. Today I'd like to show you the 4 components of making a well-rounded vegan meal that is much tastier than just a bowl of spinach or salad. Those 4 components are protein, vegetables, spices and flavorings, and then a grain or a starch. Even if you are not vegan personally, or if you've never eaten a vegan meal before, I know there's a lot of people in the world who would like to add some more vegetables to their diet, or even just try new food for fun. My dad, who's sitting in the audience today, is a lifelong meat eater, but even he is trying to mix up his diet a little bit lately. So I think most people can benefit from learning about new types of food, and I hope that I can share some interesting information with you today. I've been a vegan for 5 years, so I've tried a lot of different recipes, and I hope to share some of the tips that I learned along the way. One of the most important parts of a vegan meal, I think, is protein, because a lot of people worry about getting enough protein when you're vegan or vegetarian. Tempeh is one of my favorite proteins. It's like tofu, but it has more texture. It has a lot of protein in it, and you can add whatever flavor you'd like to it with a marinade. It's very affordable too, at about $2 for a package. Another protein that I like to buy is Tofurky. I like this one because it has a very high protein content. It has 30 grams of protein per sauce. It's really easy to throw one of these in a dish, and you have almost half of your protein for your whole day. Another simple protein to add is beans. This is black beans, but it can be any type of beans. They are already cooked for you, they're very affordable, and you can just throw them in a meal really fast, and you've added your protein. Now, if we eat a meal only with protein, it's going to be a little bit heavy and there's not a lot of variety. So we want to add vegetables to our meal. Green vegetables are really good. They have lots of vitamins in them. I like to buy frozen vegetables. As Caitlin Verstraeten says in her September 2016 article, How to Cook Vegan Food on the Cheap, she recommends buying frozen vegetables. It keeps your costs down because you don't waste the vegetables letting them get old. And they also retain more vitamins because the companies are able to freeze them right away after they pick the vegetables. A few good vegetables are frozen broccoli, kale or turnip greens, and also Brussels sprouts are very good because they absorb flavor very well. Now, if we just had a meal of protein and vegetables, unseasoned, it wouldn't be very exciting. You get pretty tired of it pretty quickly. So it's very important to add spices and flavors and textures. And how we do that is with seasonings. I encourage everyone to explore all kinds of different seasonings. Even if it's a little strange, it's always good to try something out. And to add flavor is adding a sprinkle of nuts on top of your meal. I like pepitas, which are roasted pumpkin seeds, or sunflower seeds. Both of these are pretty affordable. They add flavor and also a little bit of extra protein to your meal. Often you want to add a sauce to your meal to make it have a little bit more texture to it. And coconut milk is a really good vegan base for sauces instead of using like a heavy cream. It's pretty healthy, and you can get it at most stores in a can like this. With that being said, I think those first 3 pieces are the most important part of a meal, but it's also good to add a grain or a starch to round out the meal and make it a little more filling. So some good grains to add are rice. You can also add pasta, potatoes, or bread is a good choice to make your meal a little more filling and tasty. So those are the 4 parts that I think are important to make a delicious and affordable and easy vegan meal. I think if you take these tips home and try out a few recipes on your own, you might be able to get creative and learn how to make some new food. And that is how you make a vegan meal that is well-rounded, tasty, affordable, and delicious.